Hey, welcome back. I hope you got a chance to watch the other two videos there prior to this one. That way you kind of understand where we're at on this. Hopefully, we're going to try to get this finished up in this last little video here. Right. So we already set up the logo. So now gonna have to style. Now we're gonna style out the YouTube video. Uh, Box it up, frame it, make it look all pretty. Um, so YouTube player. Uh, let's see. Close the bracket out. Stop hitting every other button. Border, 3 pixels, solid. CCC gives it that gray color. Then we're going to give it a height of 315 pixels, width of 580 pixels, padding of 0 pixels, and a margin of 20 top pixels and top and bottom pixels and 0 pixels on left and right. Right. So now, a lot of people will argue, you shouldn't be using pixels on big items. You want to be using like percentages, and for font sizes, you don't want to be using pixels. You want to be using the units ems, em. Yes, I understand that, but like I said, this is just supposed to be quick and dirty, so I'm just using pixels here. I'm not too worried about whether or not this frames out properly when you go down to like a cell phone size. Um, that's another tutorial if people are interested in finding out about that. Um, so yeah, so we'll go back to code here. Now we're gonna the email box. We're gonna get this set up. We're gonna give it a border of 3 pixels, a solid border, and we're gonna give the color of that green, a perde green color. Give it a border radius of 10 pixels. Give it a height of 40 pixels and a margin all the way around of 5 pixels. We give it a background color of that gray. Give it a font size of 25 pixels. Give it a color of darker gray. Font family again will be Lucida. Give it a width of 377 pixels and the text align for center. Alright, there you go. It styled out the text box right nice. Now we're going to do the button. Like I said, I like to create my buttons through CSS, just because it makes them load faster. Server doesn't have to go find that button. Everything's already pre-drawn. Response time is everything, especially on large websites. The faster you can make it work, the better off and the happier your customer will be, because they won't be sitting there waiting forever for the page to load. So yeah, after the email, we're gonna style out the button now. Let's see here. So input button. Give it a width of 383 pixels. Background of F60. It's going to give it that orange color. Give it padding of 10 pixels, top and bottom, and then let's see, give it 0. Yeah, give it 0, top and bottom 10 pixels, left and right 0 pixels. Get a border. I'm going to give it a 3 pixel border, solid. It's going to be that green color again. 0D. A border radius of 10 pixels. Cursor, we're going to tell the browser we want this exact cursor. Some browsers will change up how the cursors look like. So we're directing the browser to specifically use the cursor or the pointer when hovering over this object. Give a font size of 50 pixels. Font family again, Lucida. Letter spacing, want 1 pixel. And then we're going to give it a color of that gray again. Alright, so there's our button. Now we need to change the, or give it the pseudo class of, or pseudo, there you go, the pseudo class of hover. That way when we hover over it, it's going to change colors, so it gives a little interaction when the customer hovers over it. We'll do that, input ID button and colon, we'll give it a hover. When they hover over it, we want the background color to change to that green color, 0D. Now we get into styling out the footer. We'll be just about finished up here. Class footer, that's how you distinguish between your IDs. If you remember the code, like I would put like class footer or class menu or ID. Whenever you're styling that out, ID is going to be your hashtag. That's going to explicitly say, hey, this is going to be, or this is directing towards that specific element. And then your period, that's going to be a class. So that can be multiple different types of elements that all carry that same class, and you're going to be styling them all together instead of just doing a specific element. That's what you differentiate between a class and an ID. So footer, close that out. We're going to give it a padding of a padding top of 100 pixels. That way it kind of spreads it out a little bit so it's not sitting right underneath the call to action. And then the class footer and the class menu going to display inline. This way they show side by side instead of on top of each other. We're going to do a padding left of 5 pixels. Oh, padding left, that's why. Padding left. Oh, why are you not? Oh, not even on that one. Let's see. Footer dot menu list items. Now we're going to actually list style none. And I'm going to display that inline as well. There we go. Now it's not one on top of each other. Then we're going to do the span tag for that separator, the pipe. 0 pixels top and bottom, 3 pixels left and right. It's kind of like a shorthand way of explicitly saying how much pixels to use for the top and bottom and left and right. You could do 4 different digits, or you could do padding dash top, padding dash left, padding dash right, but the shorthand way makes it a little bit more convenient. So footer, and then we're gonna the anchor tag. Gonna style that. Color, the F60 text decoration. We don't want the underline on the link. Decoration. So we put that at none. Gives us our setup. That's pretty much it. The last thing we got to do, I forgot to put a break on the form fields. That way these two sit on top of each other. So we'll go back and do that. So right after the second, the input box, type break. There you go. There she is. You know, like I said, I understand it's not very technical, and I really didn't go too far into depth exactly explaining out each one. I do kind of expect you to know a little bit about what you're doing, so this isn't like complete foreign to you. You know, if I get enough interest in these tutorials, I'll probably post some more, kind of give you a little bit more in-depth idea about hypertext, markup language, and CSS, cascading style sheets. It's just a fun little thing, you know, a nice little hobby to get into, especially if you're creative. Get your creative juices flowing. Fix this here, make it look a little prettier. Correct. There we go. Alright, so there she is. We'll preview it in the browser. Save all your files. There we go. And let's see here, we'll do test 5 at test.com. Should load up the there we go. If you want to sign up for my newsletter, do it right here on my webpage. Hint, hint. liquid-hmedia.com. This has been a tutorial on creating landing pages. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me some feedback. This is my first tutorial I've ever done, so you know, be nice. But I look forward to doing more of these. I like teaching stuff, so if you want to know more, join my newsletter, and you can comment on my webpage once I get the article placement up there. Like and subscribe on YouTube if you would please support me. I'd greatly appreciate it. This has been Charles with liquid-hmedia.com. You guys have a great day.